There's a huge danger nowadays in the industry of self-development and self-improvement. Of course, it's very important to have this self-growth mindset, but now businesses are built on this industry. And the problem, it's very hard for you to decide if you are doing well or not, if you are in this trap or not. I spent years in the self-development mindset. I've watched almost every single YouTube video about it, and I read also hundreds of books. Before you embark in this self-development journey, I really want to tell you about the dangers and how to use it properly, because it can literally damage your life the way it did with me. One of the most insidious effects of self-development and self-improvement is that you feel that you're never enough, you're never good enough. You feel like a failure, always chasing to be better and better and never be content with what you have or what you have achieved. You will pile endless stream of self-development books, watching all the podcasts out there and every TED talk, and always feeling empty, never using what you have in the first place. They always send you messages as if there's always something to fix in you. There's always another skill to master, another milestone to achieve, another habit you should acquire. And this constant striving for perfectionism can lead to feeling of inadequacy. You feel no matter what you achieve, there's always higher. I know this is normal in everyday life, but not in a negative way. It shouldn't be in a way that there's something wrong with you, because this at the end creates a cycle of dissatisfaction. You start feeling as if you're never complete or unfulfilled unless you achieve this next step. And we know that when you achieve this next step, there's always another one to take. And you enter this vicious cycle. And this at the end is damaging you in three ways. One, you find yourself always like a failure, even if you have achieved something. Two, you start chasing unrealistic expectations and perfectionism, and this leads to dissatisfaction. And most importantly, number three, this obsession with getting better might strip away the joy of everyday life, of what you're living at the moment. There's this new term now, the grind, or someone is grinding. I know we hear it every day on the social media. And we praise these people, right? Because self-improvement industry glorifies grinding. Well, on its core, it's not something bad. But we're getting these messages that you should be waking up at 5 a.m., you should have a second and a third job, you should be working very hard on your side business, and they start posting like 95% of these fake businesses online, and you think that you're not achieving what other people are achieving in a normal way. And at the same time, you should have the work-life balance, you should have a good mental health, you should do deep breathing exercise, read 5 books in 2 minutes, and that the more you do, the more successful you will become. Well, I tried this, and I was studying to become a doctor, and even that, I didn't feel that I was good enough. This mindset will lead you to burnout. Point. We live in a world that glorifies being busy all the time and being tired all the time. And to rest becomes something that you should earn rather than a necessity. You might find yourself overloading your schedule with productivity hacks and personal development projects, making no room for you to enjoy life and rest. And again, this is touching on 3 points, how it's ruining your life. 1, the constant hustle is putting a lot of pressure on your mental and physical health, which is detrimental, of course. Number 2, by always focusing on the future, you will never be able to live in the present moment. And number 3, by always having this on mode will definitely affect you negatively. Self-improvement often fosters this mentality of comparison, and usually it's an unhealthy one. It's human nature to compare yourself to others. You should at least have some benchmark. You should know if you're doing well or not, sometimes. But in the majority of the self-improvement industry, it's an unhealthy comparison. And with access to social media, it's very easy for you to compare yourself to the others, and people often post more than what they have. They make from a small grain a huge event, and you fall into this trap of comparing what you have to what they are showing. And this unfortunately will create a sense of inferiority. You are bombarded with posts and pictures of people who seem to have it all. A good body, successful career, side hustle, seemingly limitless happiness, the perfect relationship, all the list. And this touches on 3 points. Constant comparison can erode your self-esteem, making you feel like you'll never measure up. You may find yourself chasing after goals that aren't even meaningful to you, simply because you think they're what you should be achieving based on others' lives. And this can lead to dissatisfaction and a lack of fulfillment. And what I have discovered during these years of self-development and improvement is that this mindset will never leave me happy, because I will never settle. I can never take a pause and a break and enjoy what I'm doing right now. I know that I have touched on this idea before, but it's so important that I want to dedicate a small section in this video. It's a whole philosophy that you should acquire to know how to enjoy your present moment. We live to enjoy life. We're not here to be tortured. I'm not saying that you should not prosper for the future and be building and improving yourself. No, this is not my point. But this should not leave you in a dissatisfaction feeling always inferior, and as if you cannot enjoy the present moment unless you achieve this step or this milestone. So you are always chasing something, but you will never escape this cycle, and you will never enjoy your moment, your life, your family, your achievements. Please, this is extremely important. I don't care if just a couple of you are watching this part or this video. Probably it will not reach more than 20 views, but at least if I can help 1 or 2 people, this video served its purpose. Personally, I feel that I have wasted a lot of valuable time during my 20s. Of course, I have developed some skills and achieved some stuff, but I missed on a lot of opportunities and nice moments that I can never live again. Moments with my families, my friends, my loved one, and with my parents. These, unfortunately, are irreversible. It's a small wake-up call for you not to be over-focused on yourself and only improving yourself, and that's it. I still like to improve myself and this self-improvement, but I should do it in a different way. And here we are going a bit deeper into this matter. Sometimes self-improvement and immersing yourself in this mindset and this hustle, in fact, might be a way of you escaping deeper issues. Sometimes you have unresolved trauma or some psychological problems or a deep negative feeling, unhappiness, and you might blame it all simply on your current social status or your job, and you want to escape all this and you want to do this side hustle and self-improvement, and probably this is gonna change your life. Or maybe keeping yourself extra busy is gonna make also your brain busy, so will not think about the issues that you have. Definitely this is sometimes a good strategy, but you know, problems that are undealt with are not gonna go away on their own. They're gonna emerge later on in life again. So self-improvement and development might be playing a role of mask of deeper issues. Yes, I might be the master of this skill, ignoring the issues and simply still going on, but I'm discovering that problems will never go away. They simply re-emerge in a later stage in life, and sometimes in a harder way. So you have to face your problems, you have to deal with your problems and cut them once and for all. If you have reached this part of the video, it means that you do have this growth mindset. Good luck in your self-development journey, but there's another trap that also might damage your life, which is seeking perfectionism. If you want to know how me letting go of perfectionism helped me become a better doctor, check out this video.